Hi, I'm Jay Seville, owner of JustNewListings.com Realty. I branched off of RE/MAX in 2010 and brought several agents with me. I wanted to cover a scenario that I encounter every month in real estate, and that has to do with my clients are currently in a lease, and they're out looking for property, looking for their new home. Often it's their first home, and they feel sort of trapped, they feel handcuffed, and they have all sorts of fears that they cannot move forward even though we have found the right house for them, and a good chance we'll be able to negotiate the price down and make it a good value for them. And you can't just count on finding the right home 3 months later. Often it just happens sooner rather than later, and I'm going to explain how all my clients have handled it and how I did it myself in the same situation when I still had 6 months to go on my lease. I am not an attorney. I am not giving you legal advice, but I'm going to share with you my experience and what I've observed with my own clients, myself, and the clients of my fellow colleagues. And it goes like this. When you find the right house, my clients have always been able to move forward, start negotiating it, and we put the closing date out 2 months, 60 days. And most sellers are just fine with this. And then you deliver notice immediately to my clients deliver notice immediately to the landlord saying, we're buying a house, we found it, we're under contract, this is a 60-day notice, please procure a new tenant and we will do everything we can to make it, to facilitate you getting a new tenant. And then because the landlord has his own financial self-interest, that's exactly what he does. He's not going to just count on you on paper to keep making payments for 6 months even though you're buying a new house. Of course not. What the investor does is immediately get a new renter. At least that's how it's played out every time for my clients and for myself. So it sort of protects people, the self-interest of both parties, take care of everything. In a worst-case scenario, one could lose their security deposit if the investor cannot get a new renter, but we have an extremely hot rental market here, so we've never encountered this problem before. What's more important, a pithy security deposit or finding the right home for the right price and the right location? It's sort of one of those no-brainer things. So with myself, my clients, we've always pushed forward and given an assertive notice to the landlord. We're exiting within 60 days and we bought a new house. Please find a replacement. And it's always gone quite well. So there you have it. You need to only do what you're comfortable with, but that's the real world of real estate that I've experienced many times. As I've said a lot, the real world is much more powerful than the paper world, that is the contracts. So you have to decide what you're comfortable with and make your own decisions. But that's been our experience. And again, for any legal advice, you need to talk to an attorney.